Still see pretty good though. Genesis chapter 21. Did I say 21? Genesis 21, starting with the first verse. Y'all find it, say, man, do I want to start it? Yes, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and read at the first verse. When you find it, say, man, Genesis 21 and 1.
Amen.
One day I was focused on getting ready to preach, and I wasn't pastoring yet, and I was so focused in on what I was getting ready to talk about, and I said Genesis, and I heard somebody say Genesis. I said, I can tell I already lost you. I'm going to start focusing and praying right now because I know you're trying to do something while I'm preaching. Genesis. Genesis for that. Are y'all there? Genesis chapter 21 verse 1 says, and the Lord visited Sarah as he had said. And the Lord did unto Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which God had spoken to him. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being 8 days old, as God had commanded him. And Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born unto him. And Sarah said, God hath made me to laugh, so that all that hear will laugh with me. And she said, who would have said unto Abraham that Sarah should have given children son? For I have borne him a son in his old age. I have borne him a son in his old age. Now we talk about Abraham a lot at New Earth Fellowship, and Sarah a lot, because he's the father of faith that Jesus uses as to how we should step out and trust God on faith. But I want to raise a question based off the text I just read. And that question is, how do we see ourselves? Amen. How do we see ourselves? We want to focus in on verse 5 and verse 6. Verse 5 and verse 6 says, and Abraham was 100 years old. The deck of cards was already stacked up against him. So he thought. And Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born unto him. And Sarah said, God hath made me to laugh, so that all that hear will laugh with me. You ever had a I told you so in you? Maybe it took a while before you get an I told. Sometimes we don't even have that I told you so. Amen. But sometimes on Sarah's part, Sarah said, the Lord made me laugh.